As the sun dipped below the horizon, a warm, golden glow embraced the city of London, casting a breathtaking hue across the iconic silhouette of Tower Bridge. This beloved structure, with its remarkable Gothic architecture and towering spires, stood as a testament to the city's vibrant history, connecting the bustling banks of the Thames like an enduring promise of unity. Below its majestic arches, the river whispered secrets of ages past, flowing gently yet purposefully, capturing fleeting moments as they slipped away. Beneath this grand monument, Harold, an old fisherman, prepared for another evening on the water. His weather-beaten boat rocked softly against the current, a sanctuary of solitude amidst the urban symphony above. With each stroke of the oars, he felt the rhythm of the river beneath him, the heartbeat of a living world where memories lingered like echoes. As dusk settled, he felt an unseen connection, ready to cast his line into the depths, where stories awaited beneath the surface. Harold's life had been woven into the very fabric of the Thames. Growing up in a quaint riverside cottage, he spent countless hours helping his father mend nets and learning the ways of the water. As the years passed, fishing became more than a livelihood. It morphed into a calling, a bond that tied him to the river's depths. Each trip beneath the arches of Tower Bridge felt like a pilgrimage, where the simple act of casting his net mirrored the ebb and flow of life itself. He had weathered storms of loss and solitude, but the river always welcomed him back, its gentle currents guiding him home. With each catch, he'd hear whispers of forgotten tales, stories from fishermen before him. Every ripple and wave brought echoes of the past, filling his heart with reverence and reminding him of his deep connection to the great cycle of life that thrived beneath the water's surface. As Harold settled into the familiar creaking of his boat, he couldn't help but reach for the tattered notebook that lay at his feet. Its pages were yellowed and dog-eared, each entry a snapshot of memories shaped by the ebb and flow of the Thames. With gentle fingers, he turned to a sketch of a silvery eel gliding through the water, its graceful form etched with precision. Beside it, a note captured the thrill of the moment. Caught on a moonlit night, the world felt alive in the stillness. Each drawing, each dotted line, told stories of the fish he had encountered, but they also spoke of his journey, a solitary life intertwined with the rhythms of nature. As he studied the pages, the ink faded just like the lines of his own face, but the passion and wonder they represented remained vibrant. The river had always gifted him stories, and within those pages lay his legacy, a testament to the invaluable connection he felt to this ancient waterway. As Harold floated beneath the towering arches of Tower Bridge, he found solace in his solitude. To the bustling crowds above, he was merely a silhouette on the water, but to the river, he was a faithful companion. Over the years, Harold had forged an unbreakable bond with the Thames, understanding its moods, when it surged with vigor or when it lay still and reflective. Each gentle ripple was a whisper, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all forms of life. The fish danced in the twilight, the birds glided overhead, and the wind brushed against his weathered face, affirming his place in this vibrant ecosystem. In his heart, he nurtured a philosophy long held. Solitude was not an absence, but a form of companionship. The river, with its glimmering surface and hidden depths, became his confidant, revealing stories only those who listened could truly appreciate. Here, beneath the bridge, every cast of his line was a conversation, an offering to the ancient waters. As Harold drifts beneath the towering arches of Tower Bridge, the laughter and chatter of tourists above create a stark contrast to his peaceful solitude. He watches as the vibrant city dances with life, couples snapping photos, friends sharing stories, and travelers enveloped in the excitement of exploration. Yet for Harold, their joy feels fleeting, superficial, as if they miss the depth of what lies beneath. His world is woven into the ebb and flow of the Thames, a tapestry rich with tales of yesteryears. He listens to the river's soft murmurs, a symphony of history that transcends the busy lives above. The fish swim gracefully, the current carries whispers of ancient secrets, and the moon begins its ascent, casting silvery light against the water. Harold marvels at how these moments intertwine, each life above and below the bridge forming the fabric of existence, their stories mingling in the gentle embrace of the river. Harold settled into the well-worn seat of his small boat, the familiar creak of the wood punctuating the stillness of the evening. The gentle hum of the city above faded, replaced by the rhythmic slosh of water against the hull. He adjusted his cap, glancing one last time at the sprawling expanse of Tower Bridge, its grand arches a testament to resilience against the ages. With a practiced motion, he maneuvered the oars, guiding his vessel away from the bustling banks. The air grew cooler as dusk deepened, and the first stars timidly peeked through the twilight sky. As he drifted beneath the towering structure, the world above transformed into a hazy memory, leaving only the sacred solitude of the Thames. Each ripple in the water echoed with secrets untold, and Harold's heart swelled with anticipation, eager to weave his own story once more into the vibrant tapestry of the river's depths. As Harold settled into his rhythm beneath Tower Bridge, the world above began to blur. The laughter of tourists faded into a distant echo, replaced by the soft lullaby of the river. With a practiced flick of his wrist, he cast his line into the shimmering waters, the bait sinking into the depths like a whisper. He closed his eyes, letting the tranquility wrap around him as he listened to the gentle splash of water and the occasional cries of the gulls. Suddenly, his reverie was interrupted by a sharp tug on the line, startling him from his thoughts. Heart racing, he tightened his grip and began to reel in the catch, anticipation rising within him. As the creature broke the surface, he caught his breath. The fish was unlike anything he had ever seen. Its scales shimmered like stars scattered across the night sky, a fleeting glimpse of something magical from the depths. Awestruck, Harold marveled at the beauty before him, a moment suspended in time. As Harold cradled the shimmering fish in his weathered hands, time seemed to slow around him. Its scales caught the dying light, reflecting tiny galaxies within his palm. With a gentle reverence, he leaned closer, whispering a silent wish, the words unspoken yet heavy with meaning. "Thank you for your beauty," he murmured, a gratitude that spanned the rivers and years of his life. The fish, sensing his sincerity, seemed to respond. It wiggled free, splashing back into the depths of the Thames with a graceful leap. Ripples spread outward, catching the last rays of the sun, creating an ephemeral dance of light on the water's surface. In that fleeting moment, Harold felt an inexplicable bond with the creature, a reminder of the delicate balance of existence. The whispered wish resonated in the stillness around him, filling him with hope and an awareness that his story was intertwined with countless others, echoing relentlessly beneath Tower Bridge. As the shimmering silver fish disappeared into the depths, Harold felt an unfamiliar stirring in the water around him. The Thames, usually gentle and comforting, began to pulse with an energy that was both exhilarating and unnerving. Ripples spread from where the fish had splashed, merging into a rhythm that echoed through the night. Soft whispers brushed against his ears, growing clearer with each heartbeat. He looked around, the world shifting subtly around him. Ghostly figures began to emerge from the shadows, their forms luminous against the twilight sky. They glimmered like memories in a fading photograph, each spirit a fragment of the river's rich history. As their voices intertwined, Harold listened to the stories they carried, tales of love, loss, and longing stretching across time. The river, he realized, was not merely a body of water. It was a living archive, a tapestry woven from countless lives. With each tale, he felt an undeniable connection to the souls who lingered, reminding him that he was never truly alone. The river's pulse quickened as Harold listened intently, feeling the energy of the water beneath him. Suddenly, he was transfixed by a shimmering figure rising from the depths. A young couple emerged, their hands intertwined as they floated just above the water's surface. The girl's laughter mingled with the gentle breeze, while the boy's gaze sparkled with joy and hope. They were fragments of a bygone era, sharing a fleeting moment beneath the grandeur of Tower Bridge. The air thickened with their unspoken love, a bond sealed with whispered promises and dreams of a future together. Yet, a shadow flickered across their serene visage, a hint of nearing loss. Harold felt his heart ache at the sight. The echoes of their laughter were tinged with the sadness of separation. As they faded back into the river's embrace, he understood that their love story was woven into the fabric of the Thames, a timeless reminder of connection amidst the ever-flowing currents of life. As Harold's boat floated quietly beneath Tower Bridge, A sudden chill swept through the air, and a melancholic whisper echoed from the depths. He felt the river's pulse quicken, as if it yearned to share a poignant tale. From the shimmering waters emerged the spectral figure of a sailor, his eyes filled with longing and regret. Once bold and adventurous, the sailor had set out to sea, chasing dreams that eventually led to heartbreak. Now a ghost trapped between worlds, he revealed the memories of his final voyage, a storm-tossed night of desperation when hope was extinguished. Harold watched as the figure gestured toward the bridge, where echoes of laughter faded into distant memories. The sailor's longing for home and the life he once cherished resonated deeply within Harold, illuminating the shared experiences of love and loss that bind all souls. In this moment, the river connected them both, two travelers on separate journeys, yet forever intertwined. As the spectral symphony continued to swirl around him, Harold felt a shift in the air, a deeper resonance that pulled at his heart. From the swirling mist beneath Tower Bridge, a figure began to take shape, a mother, her face etched with concern and longing. The ethereal light danced around her, revealing a glimpse of her past, a child's laughter trailing away like echoes of forgotten joy. He watched, captivated, as her spirit searched the river, each ripple a silent prayer for her lost one. Her eyes, though filled with sorrow, held a fierce love that transcended time. Harold understood the bond she shared with her child, a pull that not even death could sever. In that moment, he felt her pain and her hope, intertwined with the stories of countless others touched by loss. He whispered a silent wish for her peace, recognizing that beneath the surface of despair lies an unyielding connection, a love that endures, echoing in the depths of the Thames. As the ethereal whispers enveloped him, Harold felt a profound connection to the river, as if it was sharing its secrets directly with his soul. Each spectral figure that emerged from the depths was a chapter in a larger story, an intricate tapestry woven with love, loss, and longing. The moments he witnessed, the laughter of the young couple, the heartbreak of the searching mother, and the despair of the lost sailor, reminded him that his solitary existence was not as isolated as he had believed. He was part of this continuum, a thread interwoven with countless others, all drawn together by the currents of time flowing beneath Tower Bridge. In this realization, Harold found solace. Each cast of his line and every ripple carried the weight of shared experiences, transforming his fishing journeys into a ritual of remembrance. He was not merely an observer, but an active participant in a legacy bound to the river and its myriad stories that would endure long after he was gone.